Hi guys, it's me Jessica. I'm sorry I haven't done a booktube video in like forever, and like I only one up on my channel right now. But now I'm here for a second one. I'm gonna try to do these more often and hopefully can just be able to update this channel more with reviews. And I'm going to be soon getting the Owl Crate March box, and I've never gotten one of the book subscription boxes before. But I think it'll be really great, and I wanted to try it out, and I will make an unboxing video hopefully, and we'll show you guys all the cool stuff I get inside it. So let's get started. Alright, before we actually start the real book haul books in my TBR pile that I'm filling up, I just wanted to show you guys this one book that I really think you guys are gonna like. Now this is like an older book, so I don't know if you guys have probably already heard of it. You probably have. You've already read it maybe. I don't know. But this is The Hate List by Jennifer Brown. Oh my god, guys. Book's freaking awesome. Like, seriously though. This is one of those books where you read it and you're so sucked in that you'll read this in like a few hours or a few days and you'll be like, it took me only that long? It's over? No, please come back. Like, this book is so good. It's about this girl named Valerie who comes back to school after the summer after last year when her boyfriend decided to open fire on the school cafeteria in the school. And her boyfriend had used a hate list that he and her had made up, but she had not wanted this hate list to even be anything like a hit list. She just thought it was just something for her own thoughts, all that stuff. But yeah, but this book kind of just talks about how the aftermath of all that, what happens after she goes back to school, how she copes, what other people say, all that stuff. And I think it's like a really good book, and I mean honestly there's like just not a lot to say about this because it's just something you have to just read. I can't explain how amazing this is. Just you have to read it. Like you just can't just take my word. Just take my word for it. Just go ahead and get this at the library, bookstore, whatever. Because seriously, like it sucks you into the story and it makes you feel for Valerie and these characters, and just it leaves you wanting more. And that's like one of the best qualities I feel like a book can have, is makes you wanting to keep reading and wishing there was a sequel or wishing there was more of the story. And that's like just that book, and I really wanted to let you guys know about that. Alright, let's go off to the book haul. Alrighty, first I have from Book Outlet, Since You've Been Gone. I love this hard copy one. Let me see. I love the inside. You see the inside of the book cover? It has the picture of the characters on the front, and I don't know huge much about this book, except I do know that it involves about a girl. It's about a girl named Sloane who is friends with other girl named Emily. And what happens is one day Sloane disappears, and Emily has to go find her. But Sloane has left this list of things that she needs Emily to do, and that's going to help her find her, I think. So honestly, this book sounds like really cool adventure-y type contemporary book, and I really love those, like road trips. And I think it's like it's gonna be really fun. And I'm gonna save this probably for the summer because of all the books I have to get through. You'll see, you'll understand in a second. But this looks awesome. I'm excited to read this, and I will let you guys know how it is, hopefully, and maybe I'll make a review for this one. I don't know. But it's over there. Alright. The next book I got is Love Letters to the Dead. I've been hearing about this book for a while now. I had a friend who had gotten a advanced reader copy of this, and I just heard all these good things about it. And it looked really interesting, and so I said, hey, it's at Target. let me go get it. Basically this story is about a girl named Laurel, and what happens is she has a sister who died, and her teacher gives her an assignment to write a love letter to a dead person. So what happens is she decides to start writing to all these famous people and kind of just writes to them about her life. So it's sort of like a diary, but to people who had died, and like for instance, like Amy Winehouse, Heath Ledger, Amelia Earhart, all those people. So yeah, this seems really interesting. I really like how it's formatted like the letters, and you kind of get to see which people that the author chose for the character to write about, and I think it's going to be really interesting, and I cannot wait to read this. Alrighty, for the next book. Alright, the next book is The Opposite of Loneliness by Marina Keegan. This book was actually a 2014 Goodreads Choice winner, and it won like a few different awards right here, if you guys can see that. But this book, what's really interesting about this book is this is all stories and essays from Marina Keegan. Marina Keegan was a young woman who ended up sadly passing away a week after her graduation from, I think she graduated from Yale or Harvard. I think it was Yale. But yeah, but she was gonna become playwright, and she like already had jobs lined up and everything, and I think one of her plays was being produced in New York or something, but she was like a really fantastic writer from what I've heard, and I am really interested to read this. It's kind of, it's sad, but also kind of bittersweet that she has these stories and essays and everything all published and everything. So even though she doesn't really exactly get to be here now with in our like in life or anything, but her stories help her kind of like live on and kind of just show, to tell people and live on through her writing, which I think is really, really great and awesome. And I'm really definitely looking forward to reading this. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright. Bridget Jones' Diary. I have never seen this movie, the movie that this book is based off of. I want to, but first I wanted to read the book. It was at the dollar store, and I was like, okay, this book is usually like $16 in a regular store. I'm gonna get this. There's no way I'm living without this. But basically, it's about a 30-year-old something, Bridget Jones. She decides that she wants to lose weight and stop smoking, develop inner poise, do all of this stuff. She wants to have an actual relationship with someone. All these different things that she kind of makes, I guess, as like resolutions for herself for the year, and this is just like the diary of her going through that and trying to do that. And I think it's supposed to be really funny and entertaining, and I really want to read this so then I can watch the movie and kind of do a compare and contrast. And I think this will be great, and I don't know when exactly I'm going to get to this. It might have to wait till the end of the summer because I have a lot of other books that are like on more above in my TBR file, but we'll see about that. And maybe I'll do like a book to movie comparison once I see the movie and kind of do something like that. Alright, let's go to the next book. Next book I just recently bought at the dollar store. Okay guys, one thing. The dollar store has awesome books. Okay, I know it didn't seem like that at first. I think we're like the dollar store, really? Okay. It has awesome books. Just go into the dollar store, go look around, and you will find stuff that you were like, whoa, this is like $20 at my regular store, or this is an author that's like actually pretty decently famous or something. And yeah, but just go in, you'll like look around, you might have to dig a bit, but it can be sometimes like used bookstore digging, but it's still awesome, it's still fun, and I would definitely recommend just going trying to find something there, because you will find something. I actually found a few somethings to read from there, but first book is Happy Face by Stephen Amond. I never read another Stephen Amond, I heard of him, but oh my gosh, guys, this book looks awesome. Look, it's like cartoon drawings in the book, and all throughout it, and it's like it's not really like any kind of graphic novel or like a whatever be kid type thing, but it's sort of the same time. It's about like here we read the back description. Cute girls dig him. He even has his own fan club. But he wasn't always this awesome. He used to be Mr. Comic Book, a resident Lonelyland. So when he switches schools, he slapped on a grin and went from big nerd to big shot. Meet Happy Face is his story. I like that. I like how it's very short, sweet, to the point. And it just seems like it's going to be a really fun book, especially I'm really going to love the pictures. Definitely something I'm going to want to bring with me, probably like on vacation or when I need like a book that I want to read faster because of I think the pictures, even though you have to pay a little bit more attention, it's going to be entertaining. And I cannot wait to read this, and it's going to be really cool, and I'll let you know how it is. Alrighty, this is what I got next. The Fifth Wave. I have not seen the movie yet. I didn't hear very good things about the movie, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to read it, wanted to watch it or not. But I bought this book before before the movie even came out. I heard it was good. I heard the book was really good. My friend recommended me, and so I said, I'm not a huge dystopian fan. Well, actually, dystopian. I'll read dystopian, but I won't really read like fantasy. But I'm very picky about my sci-fi and fantasy stuff. Like I'm very more into contemporary. But if it's a good like dystopian novel, like I really love the Divergent series. So like if it's something like that, I will really like this. And I think it's more like a Invasion of the Body Snatchers type deal with aliens coming and people are like going crazy with that and trying to figure out what to do, and people are there like snatch people's bodies and pretending to be the people, the humans on Earth and everything. And I don't know which one to look. It sounds really action-packed. It sounds really cool. If it's anything like Divergent, I will love this. So I'm gonna put this in pile and hopefully get to it this summer. A lot of these books I'm gonna have to get to this summer. Alrighty, here is a book that I actually already read some of. I never actually finished it yet, but I'm going to. And it's a graphic novel. I love graphic novels, if anyone wants to know. And it's by vlogger Joe Sugg, and he's a YouTuber, and he's an influencer, and he made this graphic novel. It's called Username Evie. And from what I can tell, this is about what I've read so far. It's about a girl whose father passes away, and she has to go live with her like popular cousin, and she doesn't really fit at school that much, and she's kind of like the nerdy, lonely outcast character. But what happened is her father had left her this flash drive or something, and so she goes into his computer, she puts in everything, and it takes her to this world inside the computer where she is just can do amazing things, and it's like everyone's all nice and happy, and they comfort her, and she just feels happy in this world. And honestly, I'm not exactly like, she kind of has to decide if she wants to stay in the virtual world, she wants to go back home, all that stuff. I think her cousin or Steven gets stuck there. I don't want to spoil anything, so just definitely pick this up if you want something like a lighter read. I mean, I'm one of those people who usually can read graphic novels in like a night or like a few hours or an hour depending on what it is. But yeah, read this book if you like graphic novels, if you like if you like any of that stuff. Just definitely pick this up because I cannot wait to finish this actually. Alright, let's go to the next thing. Okay. Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock. I have seen this book floating around on BookTube, like when it first came out or whatever. I got this at Book Outlet. I thought it looked good, and I mean, basically, it's really about this boy who he decides to, it's his birthday, he decides he will kill his former best friend and himself with his grandfather's P-38 pistol. Maybe one day I'll believe things are different is okay, important even, but not today. So I guess it's a shooting book. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry for all these shooting books or whatever. But yeah, this book looks pretty good. I mean, I haven't heard I've heard some about it, not a huge amount. I am interested in reading to finding out what it is and watch more about it. But oh, it's the author of the Silver Lining Playbook. And I haven't read that book, but I saw the movie and I love that movie. So I'm hoping if it's anything like the story of Silver Lining Playbook, it'll be awesome. Right. Let's go to the next book. Okay, here's a book I bought at Dollar Store this weekend. It's called A Spoonful of Sugar. A Nanny Story by Brenda Ashford. Basically, this is actually a memoir of a woman who was a real-life English nanny for a bunch of different kids, and I don't think she has magical powers like Mary Poppins, but she is basically kind of talks about how she went to all these families, just her life and times as a nanny, and all the stories of being nanny for all these different families and children, and I think it's really going to be interesting. I really like memoir, autobiography, interesting type true life stories of people, and like if they have certain kind of cool occupation or something unique. And I mean, I think I'm gonna really enjoy this. I mean, again, I don't think she has magical powers, so it's not like Mary Poppins, right? But it looks pretty interesting, and I mean, it was at the dollar store, and I'm excited to read it, so I'll let you guys know it. Alright, next book. Alright, remember how I told you guys I'm not really a huge fantasy fan, and I'm like very picky about fantasy? This is my this is one of my book exceptions to that rule because it looks very, very good, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. And it is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles, Cinder. Okay, I don't know a huge amount about this book. I know it's kind of like a retelling of Cinderella, but it's from like the girl is like a robot, and it's like a cyborg, and it's kind of, I think it's like Cinderella, but not exactly, which I really, really appreciate because it kind of gets annoying when you read all these like remake of Cinderella stories or remake of all these different classic fairy tales when it basically is exactly like the classic fairy tale except with maybe modern day. Like, it kind of gets a little irritating and boring because you kind of know the whole story and you kind of already know what they're going to replace it with anyway, like most of the way through. So it's really interesting to see a book that isn't exactly like Cinderella's story. It has like she's a cyborg. It's like awesome stuff like that. I think it's gonna sound really cool and awesome, and I cannot wait to read this. I've never read a Marissa Meyer book. I've heard she's good. I've heard this book is good. I want to read this. I want to find out, and I'm really, really hoping I like it because I do want to get into more fantasy and more stuff like that. But I'm just very picky at the fantasy because I'm just more of a contemporary girl, like a person who likes contemporary books more. But this one sounded good. A lot of my friends recommend it. A lot of booktubers have recommended it. So what the heck? I'll give it a shot. See what happens. Alright, speaking of fantasy books, Carry On by Rainbow Row. I love Rainbow Row. I read Fangirl. I read Leonard Park. Really excited to read this. Most of you probably know what this is about. This has been a really popular book for a while or whatever. It was like the young adults best-selling books list on like Barnes & Noble and Amazon or something for like the longest time. I don't know, it might still be on there. I saw it on there, but basically this book is kind of like just the story that Kath was writing in Fangirl, and it's like the book version of that, and it's kind of like a Harry Potter fic kind of thing, and it's like about these two characters that are sounding baths, and it has magic, and it has love, and it has everything in it, and it's just, I've heard it's just really awesome, and I'm excited to read this. I really want to read this. Everyone's been telling me to read this, so this will probably be one of the first books I pick up after I get through the books that I've read halfway through. Alrighty. Okay. Those. Alright, let's go to the next one. I have a few more left, guys. Alright, this is what I got for Christmas, which I really was happy about because I really wanted it and I asked for it and everything. The Rest of Us Live Here by Patrick Ness. This is supposed to be really good. It's literally on the Indie Next list and got good reviews and everything. And basically, this book is about, I've never read a Patrick Ness book, but I've heard it's like, he's like a really good author. And I'm really interested to see this because basically this is about not the group of kids that are like the people who are supposed to save the world or whatever. This is about the book of kids. These are about the group of kids who are not the chosen ones. They're not the people that go off and fight the bad guys. It's kind of like if it was like the extra students in Harry Potter before they get to really help do stuff, like in like the last Wizard World with Voldemort and everybody, and yeah. Sorry. Anyway, I want to get back to topic. It's just kind of like apparently they're just kind of decide to survive school, deal with like going to prom, graduation, all that stuff, and basically I think what happens is the world that they are used to of their like ordinary lives kind of starts to like seep in, or with the chosen ones, or the chosen ones' lives seep into theirs, and it just kind of starts to kind of get into a little bit of that, and they have to learn to deal with that. And I think this is going to be really cool. The way it's written, at least the description of it, sounds very kind of like a little meta-y, kind of very something that I really like, and I'm excited to see what this is like. If this is a good read, I'm hoping it is, and I will let you know. Alrighty, a few more books. This is the book that I got from the other book I got from the dollar store. This looks so good. It's called Taking Off by Jenny Moss. I've heard of Jenny Moss. I don't think I've ever read a book by her, but I've heard of her. Basically, this book is about a girl who she doesn't really know what she wants to do after school. Like, she doesn't know if she wants to still be with her boyfriend. She doesn't know if she wants to go to college. She doesn't know any of that stuff. So she meets this woman who was she was the real life woman who was the teacher in the Challenger explosion in I'm not exactly sure when that happened. I think it was the 60s or 70s. I'm not really exactly sure. It might have been the 70s. It could have been the 80s. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it was. Yeah, well, it was the I think it was the 80s. I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. Might be wrong. 50% chance of wrong. I don't know. But anyway, basically, she meets the real life woman whose name was Krista McAuliffe. Hope I'm probably butchering that. I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to butcher that name. I'm so sorry. But basically, she's inspired by Krista and what she hears about her at this dinner party of her parents, or whatever. So she decides to go and take a road trip to go see the Challenger bust off. And even though we all kind of know that this book ends like a sad, awful way, well, not, I don't think the entire book ends, but we know what the tragedy of the Challenger is. But I think this will be really interesting. I think it's really cool that she kind of uses all that to something from the real life, and the author used someone from the real life to kind of inspire the main girl in the book. And I think it's gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna be a cool road trip movie. I think it'll like talk a little bit more about like history stuff and the actual facts of certain things that happened that year. And I'm really excited to stay in that subject. And I'm really excited to read this. I think it's really, really cool and interesting. Alright, guys, I'm almost done. Alright. This may not be the last book I have to check again. But Invisibility by Andrea Cremer and David Levington. I love, if you know me, I love some David Levington books. I think he's awesome. I have a few of them in my room and on my bookshelf, and I really loved everything that I've read that he's written. And basically, this book was written by the author. I've never read Andrea Cremer, but I mean, I'm interested to see how her writing style is. Oh my god, guys, look at this. Look at the binding right here. I mean, not binding, sorry, the pages. I love that crinkled look right there of like the old paper. I think that's awesome. And basically, this book is about a boy named Stephen, a girl named Elizabeth, and Stephen was born invisible and was cursed to be invisible, and one day Elizabeth's able to see him, and I guess they form a relationship, and I think this book looks really interesting. It kind of has that urban fantasy element, which I kind of like. I kind of like that's mixed in there. This seems like one of those a really cool idea, something that's interesting to see, and I kind of can't wait to read this and see what the love story is like. And I think it's gonna be really cute and really nice, and I'm just really excited to read this. Hoping to get through it. I'm probably gonna end up reading this in the summer too, because a lot of books I have to read in the summer because of school and stuff. But this was awesome. Can't wait to read it. Yeah. Okay, I might be the last book. Let me just check. Alright, oh, last book. Alright, I got The Devious Debutante by Ursula Corr. Okay. This is a book where this is a book in a series, but you do not, they're all standalones. You don't have to read the series to read the book. But basically, this book is, okay. Let me just read you the back cover. Beneath the glittering facade of historic mansions and gaslit restaurants, no one tells Maureen Collins what to do. Not her father, not her old-society families of New Orleans, not even her dead mother, who chose her groom the day her daughter was born. Reason the husband she selected for her, this witty and headstrong heroine ventures into the world of lies, disguised as a midnight rendezvous to win the love of Ben Merritt, an intriguing stranger with something to hide. Merritt leads a double life. By day, he's a priggish attorney. When the moon rises, he prowls the docks tracking opium smugglers. When he meets Maureen, he suppresses his desires and thinks of her as a useful tool to aid his investigation of her father, his prime suspect. Okay, this book sounds awesome. Sorry guys, I've been using awesome a lot for the describing books, but honestly, I just love all the books I have in my TBR pile right now. I'm just really happy with them. But anyway, you don't have to read The Willing Widow, which is the first book in the series, to understand this one because they're all standalones. But this basically is a book that takes place in New Orleans, 1800s, late 1800s, 1886. I think, I know it's like 1880s, but anyway, this book is actually, it's actually the third book because there is a novella, Christmas Kiss, that is before this. But then again, they're all standalones. You don't have to read every single one to get to understand what's happening. But yeah, this book looks awesome. I'm really excited to read this. I've been wanting to read more historical fiction. Excited for this one. It's awesome, and I recommend you guys read it too. I mean, at least I will probably maybe do a video for this book after I'm reading it. Not exactly sure, because some of these books I do want to do videos for, some of them not. It all depends. I might want to actually go back and do the hate list video review book, but review for that. But anyway, this is DV Ursula Core. What's up? And yeah, that is all the books I have in my TBR pile. So I got like 12 books in here. So yeah, I'm gonna have a fun summer of reading, and currently reading now, which I am currently reading right now. I'll give you the sun. Okay, how awesome is this new paperback cover of this book? But I'm sorry this kind of looks crinkly. I have had this book for months, and I'm reading it right now, and I'm finally getting back to it. And so many friends have loved it. So many people have loved this. I was waiting for the paperback book. Finally saw it in Mars Novel. I was like, have to get this. Have to get this. Alright, but this book is awesome. I'm halfway through it. I love it. I might get through this in maybe the next week, and hopefully can I don't know if I'm going to make a video for this or not. I might just wait till I do the TBR pile of stuff that I haven't read yet. But anyway, this book looks awesome. Really excited to read it. And really excited to finish it, I mean. But yeah, this book is awesome. I love it. And I'm really, really loving this cover. I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep talking about the cover, but just look at it. It's like bright and sparkly and metallic-y and goes off the light, and it's awesome. But yeah, this book is awesome on the cover and inside. So really looking forward to reading that more today. And yeah, that is about it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'm hopefully gonna be making a hate list review video soon when I get my Owl Crate subscription box for March, which the theme is writer's block, and it's gonna be awesome. Oh, I apologize again for using the word awesome a lot. I'm sorry. That's like my thing right now. I don't know why, but sorry, just ignore that phrase that word that I keep repeating over and over again. But anyway, I am really excited for this book, for the book box. It's the writer's block. That sounds really cool. I'm really wondering what's going to be in it. I know there's something from there's a book boutique store, and something called something from Out of Print. I'm really hoping I'm gonna get like a pouch or something. I know there's not a shirt in it this time, but I am excited to get it. It's my first book subscription box ever. I'm gonna probably most definitely make a YouTube video for this. Probably the next one you see will be my unboxing of the Owl Crate March box, and really excited to see what's in it. I know it's gonna be something with writing in it, some kind of theme of that. It'd be really cool if there was a journal, and I'd love a new journal because I like have a collection of journals upstairs. Like some of them I don't even write in, I just have them in this collection. But really excited for that. Really, really hoping to have a good book box with stuff I like in it, which I probably will. I mean, I don't even have anything really to compare it to, really, because I've never had a book box, but I've watched a lot of unboxing videos. They seem awesome. All the stuff seems usually awesome and stuff I would like. So I'm really excited for this. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. I will hopefully see you guys soon. Please write a comment, like it, subscribe, whatever. And I am sorry again for how long it's taken me to make another one. I've not had really much time to do another booking video. When it gets to summer, hopefully I will be able to do more of these. And I will see you guys soon. And hopefully in my next book review video or back haul or unboxing or whatever I do for my next video. Alrighty. See you guys. Bye.